Wait a minute. That's not right. I'm not the special guest host. Kara Wagland is.
Hello there.
With this slide in. This is the first time we've ever worked together. Well, no,
we've worked together. You
Just
forget
not.
already. I used to write scripts for you.
I know. Just work together in front of the TV.
Yes, first time
or in
hosting.
front of the cameras, sorry. I work in TV. I should know how it works.
That's okay. It's all good. Let's get things going before you make it worse.
Okay.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news. You are going to have to deal with me for a week.
Yes.
The Jays are going to have to deal with no Vladdy Jr. and no Lourdes Gurriel Jr. How about that for a segue to start the show?
That's pretty good. Yes, as you might know, Jay Onright's still on vacation. He's returning sometime mid-December. Yeah, Vladdy, he's got a knee problem.
Yeah.
So he's day-to-day right now, not playing in the heat in Toronto. Dome was open, gorgeous day. Toronto 2-9 without Vladdy this season. The club hasn't lost a series in 3 weeks. 0-0 in the second. They're playing the Mariners, I should mention that. Kyle Seager. Night moves. He's riding an 11-game hit streak. Takes a ride on the Jerktown Express. His 7th homer in 14 games this month. The Jays getting their first look at Japanese starter Yusei Kikuchi. $56 million, 4-year deal. Man on second for Billy McKinney in the third. Flares went a shallow left. D. Gordon over the shoulder catch. Nearly doubles up Brandon Drury at second. He's a former Gold Glover. Toronto left 7 stranded. Thomas Pannone on in the fourth. They're giving up a solo shot to Austin Nola. Tom Murphy. Man on. Ball is gone. Seattle hit 4 homers. They led 7-0. Kikuchi back out in the 9th with Toronto down to their final out. Gets Kevin Biggio swinging to end the game. That's his first career big league shutout. Jays only had 2 hits. He only needed 96 pitches as the Mariners blank the Bluebirds.
How about that Kikuchi? Is it just me, or does it seem like the Yankees are only capable of 2 things right now? Hammering teams with the long ball or getting tossed from games. Lucky for them, the former seems to be happening a little more often. New York is 16-3 in their last 19 games with a significant lead in the AL East. And a team that has been humbling the evil empire recently is Cleveland, who they were taking on Sunday. CC Sabathia getting the start. He struggled top 2. Mike Freeman takes him deep for a 3-run shot. Sabathia allowed 4 runs over just 3 innings, walking 3. I'm so glad I picked him up in fantasy. Brett Gardner back in center field. He was ejected for hitting the dugout roof on Saturday. Let's take a look at that roof of the Yankees dugout. Gardner definitely leaving his mark. That's a whole lot of dents. Top 4, Oscar Mercado. He's going to send one to center. Gardner charging. He's got it. Gardner's already been ejected twice this year. No run-ins with the umpires in this one, though. Just the grass. Finally, manager Aaron Boone ejected Saturday for arguing balls and strikes, bottom 4. Mike Ford, a bit of a low strike. Phil Cuzzi, who ejected Gardner and Sabathia Saturday, has words with the New York dugout. The Yankees a little unhappy with the strike zone. A few pitches later, Ford rung up on another low pitch. Boone, he has seen enough. Just throw your arms up in disgust, Boone. The Yankees, they lose. All right, let's keep rolling with Dodgers and Braves. Flashback to Thursday. Braves taking on the Mets. J.D. Davis launching one to left. Ronald Acuna Jr., he is all over this one. He goes up, and he robs him of a home run. The potential NL MVP candidate, maybe one of the catches of the season as we head to Sunday now. Dodgers taking on the Braves, another NL MVP candidate. Cody Bellinger testing Acuna.
Bellinger flies one to center field. Acuna back to the track, at the wall, leaps. Oh my goodness. Did he get it? It's beyond his reach and gone.
Not this time, Acuna. He had his glove on it, but he just couldn't bring it back. Bellinger instead gets his 42nd home run of the season, and it's 3-0 Dodgers. Now in the third, Acuna at the plate. He's going to belt one toward Bellinger. Bellinger, he jumps at the wall. He's going to miss as well. Not even close. The ball takes a big bounce. Somehow Acuna only ends up with a single on the play. As we have another look at the hit, Acuna knocks it to the right, starts watching, waiting for the bat flip. No. Acuna maybe trying to make up for that. Attempts to swipe second, and he's there. Brian Snitker not interested in the lack of hustle he would pull Acuna from the game. Not good, young man. Rafael Ortega playing just his 3rd game as a Brave, making his first start He's up in the 6th with the bases loaded. That'll do it. First career grand slam on only his 2nd dinger ever. Wins it for the Braves. Here's Snicker on pulling Acuna.
Yeah, he didn't run. You know, you got to run. You got to. You know, it's just not. It's not going to be acceptable here. I mean, as a teammate, you're responsible for 24 other guys, and that name on the front is a lot more important than the name on the back.
But obviously, you know, that's one of those things where I obviously wasn't thinking, and, you know, that was kind of the action that I took. And obviously, the manager, Snit, she felt like that was the decision you have to make, and I respect his decision. He's the manager.
A few years ago, Major League Baseball started doing something pretty cool. They started playing games at Williamsport, home of the Little League World Series. I know, cool, right? It is after all the games, so why not go back to every player's roots? This year, Cubbies and Pirates got to have all the fun. And this looks extremely fun. Anthony Rizzo taking part in the tradition of sledding down the hill. Cubs manager Joe Madden takes a turn on the cardboard. Historic Bowman Field. 2,500 Little Leaguers, their families, volunteers, all packed in. That includes the Canadian team from Coquitlam, BC, Anthony Rizzo. Let's see him in his Little League days. Well, he's at the dish in the 5th.
Well hit out to left center field toward the scoreboard and gone.
And Rizzo was mic'd up Sunday night. His commentary during the home run.
Blast.
Go. Thank you. I need you guys to do it with me, the Jersey Shake.
Yeah, the Cubs doing the Jersey Shake, made popular by the Little League team from Jersey. By the way, it's Players Weekend. That's why they're wearing nicknames on the back of their jerseys. 9th inning, Craig Kimbrell on the mound. He has a very unusual stance. He looks for the sign. The kids in the stands, they're doing their own version of the Kimbrell, and I think they distract him. They're right behind home plate. And Kimbrell hits Cole Tucker with the pitch. Didn't really matter as the Cubs take this one 7-1.
We got your Mets, we got your Royals. Top 7, Pete Alonso doing Pete Alonso things. Drills one to the corner and right. After cruising into 2nd, Alonso, I think he might have his 40th long ball of the season, but it is off the top of the wall. So that is a RBI double, just shy of the foul pole. The rookie stuck at 39 dingers on the year, but he get another chance at history in the 9th.
You look forward to his comments.
Pete Alonso sends one deep to left field, and that is gone. Pete Alonso, his 40th home run of the season.
Alonso passes Cody Bellinger for sole possession of the all-time NL rookie home run record with his 40th of the season. The Mets win 11-5. So Pete Alonso is the first rookie in National League history to hit 40 home runs in a season. Since Rookie of the Year was first handed out in 1947, every NL rookie to hit at least 33 home runs has won the award. He still has 38 more games to go this season to add to that home run total. Okay, let's get to golf now. Where rain, it can often wreak havoc on a tournament. It can affect a player's round, lead to long breaks in play. But an inconvenient weather delay was taken to the next level for Phil Mickelson Sunday at the BMW Championship. In fact, Lefty, he almost didn't make his tee time for the final round. Phil tweeting this before his round. How's this for crazy? My hotel was struck by lightning. I was on the top floor. We were evacuated, and the place is on fire. Only thing of mine on fire this week. Ha ha. I can't get back into my room, and I may miss my tee time because I am without clubs and clothes. Thanks to a police escort, Mickelson was able to make it to the course 40 minutes before his tee time, quickly getting ready for his round in the parking lot. Starting on the back nine for his final round, already 1 over par in the day. Mickelson's tee shot on 13. Rolls up ever so nicely to within 7 feet, and the resulting birdie putt, not even close. Was that kind of day for Phil. He'd finished well off the pace in 48th, failing to qualify for the Tour Championship. How about Tiger? Starting the day in a tie for 31st, needs to finish in at least a tie for 6th if he wants to move on to the Tour Championship next week. But he's in some trouble on 9. Tiger playing his 3rd from the bunker, cannot get on the green, showing some frustration with that shot. He'd finish in a tie for 37th, failing to qualify for East Lake next week. Now, Justin Thomas, starting the day with a 6-shot lead, Only 3 players in the last 15 years have failed to win with a 6-shot advantage entering Sunday. But after going 1 under on the front 9, Thomas, huge miss on 10. He almost sends his ball out of bounds. It bounces off the top of the fence. So he'd record a bogey, leaving him just a 2-shot lead. But on the very next hole, Thomas from the rough. This isn't bad. He knocks it within 2 feet. So he'd sink that to bounce back with a birdie, puts the lead back up to 3, and he would not let it go. Thomas picks up his 10th career PGA Tour win and vaults to first in the FedEx Cup standings. All right, so Thomas, he jumps Brooks Koepka for first in the FedEx Cup standings. The 2017 FedEx Cup champ is seeking to become the 2nd player to win a multiple FedEx Cup since Tiger did it in 2007 and 2009. Canadian Corey Connors advances to the Tour Championship for the first time in his career. I can confirm that game is not easy. Here are some big-name notables to miss out on next week's FedEx Cup finale at East Lake. Tiger ends the season with 12 starts and 4 top 10s. He's out. Jordan Spieth misses the Tour Championship for the 2nd straight year, with Phil Mickelson, Adam Hadwin, and Jason Day also failing to advance.
As Kara mentioned, Corey Connors is the lone Canadian at the Tour Championship after punching his ticket this week. The Ontario native shot 4 rounds in the 60s to finish in a 2-way tie for 7th, pushing him to 23rd in the FedEx Cup standings. This is a major accomplishment for the 27-year-old that he wasn't even targeting.
Yeah, how about that?
I'm really excited. It really wasn't on my radar starting the year. I was trying to keep my card and the position I was in, had a lot of confidence in my game, and had a lot of really good play. So I'm really excited to get there, and definitely be a great end to a great season.
And making it to the Tour Championship has its perks, including a piece of the $60 million FedEx Cup bonus pool. The winner gets $15 million. 30th spot gets nearly $400,000, and Connors has also qualified for all the majors in the 2020 season. Still to come, another twist in the Antonio Brown helmet saga, and the Raiders say enough is enough. Believe what you want, but the baseballs and the majors are juiced this year. That there's a fact, Jack. You need an example? Okay. They're on pace to beat the total number of home runs in a season by 700. Need more? How's this? Brewers and Nats game Saturday, 15-14 final. Brew Crew tied a franchise record with 7 home runs. Teams played the closer of their series on Sunday, and double digits were put up yet again.
On the double switch.
12 hours after that epic marathon.
For the Nationals.
That lasted close to 6 hours. Bottom 1, 2 on for Matt Adams.
That one last night.
Mama!
And this one
Off the facing of the second deck. On his way to the dugout, Adams gives Victor Robles a playful smack on the chest, trying to transmit that home run power to the rookie sensation. Robles takes Chase Anderson deep on the very next at bat. The Nats go back-to-back for the 9th time this season. Bottom 3, it's 9-0, Anthony Rendon. Oh, yeah, buddy. Tosses his bat in frustration, but the ball keeps carrying, and it's out. Rendon shocked. It's 12-0 Washington. Next batter, Juan Soto. And it's Soto hit 2 on the day, becomes the 3rd player in baseball history to have 50 career homers before his 21st birthday. The Nats tie a franchise record with 8 home runs in the game, and they are the ones who put up double digits. They win 16-8.
Marlins taking on the Rockies. Since his debut, Nolan Arenado's 214 home runs are the most in the NL, less than 5% of which have gone to the opposite field. Bottom 1. Think you know where we're going with this one. He goes Oppo Taco for the first time this season. It's a solo shot measuring 416 feet, and his team leading 29th long ball of the year, tying the game up at 1. It was a nice one. Meanwhile, Charlie Blackmon is having himself a historic season. Only Barry Bonds has a single-season home OPS higher than Blackmon's, and he would add to those numbers in the 6th. Blackmon drills one 445 feet to right center. That is a moonshot. His 26th bomb of the year as we head back to Arenado. With the Rockies down a run in the 8th, Arenado to the plate with 1 man aboard.
He has 4 straight years of at least 25 homers. This ball deep left field, way back and gone! 2-run home run, bottom of the 8th to put the Rockies
Machado pulling that one for number 30 on the year, his 5th straight season with at least 30 home runs, 7-6 Rockies win. Man, did he get a hold of that one. I feel like there's a lot of dingers being hit in baseball.
Did I hear you
this
say
year.
Oppo Taco?
Oppo Taco, even though it's Taco Sunday.
See, the walkover clock sponsored by Karate Martial Arts Studios.
Karate Martial Arts Studios.
Yeah. Okay. Coziano. We mentioned in that Jays pack, Vladdy Guerrero Jr. He's day-to-day with a knee injury. Now, he had an MRI. It revealed minor inflammation in his left knee. Guerrero was pulled before the start of the 3rd inning on Saturday after fielding and making an awkward throw to first. Let's find out the latest on him. Charlie?
My reaction was I was happy that it wasn't anything bad. You know, I went running, and when I came back, I talked to Nikki, and she said he's day-to-day. The MRI showed inflammation, but he's not bad, so he should go day-to-day. So we'll see how he feels on Tuesday, if he can play or not.
No need to rush him back. It is the same knee that cost him 5 weeks during last season in Double-A due to a patellar tendon strain. And the patellar is below the kneecap? Is that right?
Is it in the kneecap? It's the ligaments under the kneecap, I believe.
Somewhere around here.
Don't quote me on that. That might have been my first. You blew it. I'm just going to go on a limb and say 6'2", 250. Maybe they move him from third base. Just saying.
Just a kid.
Antonio Brown was not at Raiders practice on Sunday as he continues to fight the NFL's ruling to not let him wear his old helmet, thanks to new player safety regulations. Oakland GM Mike Mayock addressed Brown's absence by giving a statement to the media.
So here's the bottom line. He's upset about the helmet issue. We have supported that. We appreciate that. Okay, but at this point, we've pretty much exhausted all avenues of relief. So from our perspective, it's time for him to be all in or all out. Okay, so we're hoping he's back soon. We got 89 guys busting their tails. We are really excited about where this franchise is going, and we hope AB is going to be a big part of it starting week 1 against Denver. End of story.
The
Raiders
drama continues.
Yeah, they made a statement because they posted those clips on their social media and team website. So that was a bold.
This is seen as bold.
Yes.
Antonio Brown also responding on Twitter to a report from Pro Football, calling out the NFL for being, quote, super prejudiced. I would say the NFL is maybe trying to protect your noggin.
Yeah, it's all about player safety.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Wayne Rooney. He's been less than pleased with the MLS over the weekend. During a loss in Vancouver Saturday night, he went off on the 4th official over a lack of calls from the ref. And it appears that wasn't the worst part of the road game. He took to Twitter on Sunday to complain about the trip home, saying, quote, looking forward to a 12-hour travel day, which could be done in 6, but hey, this is MLS. Hashtag charter flights. Hashtag MSL. That's not...
MSL. Well, if he's playing for the MSL, there's probably a good reason why he's upset.
So that's why he's leaving after this year anyway.
Yeah, I can understand that. You're a professional athlete. You want to be on a chartered flight.
Again, but they can't find a direct flight? They found one with a stopover?
Well, if you're doing things on the cheap, you're probably looking for stopovers.
Yeah, my aunt, she always, she'll book like 7 connecting flights to get somewhere if it's $100 cheaper.
That is the worst.
I know.
Speaking of the worst, the Memphis Grizzlies have granted Dwight Howard permission to speak to other teams, and the Lakers are one team interested in the 8-time All-Star. This comes after recently signed center DeMarcus Cousins tore his ACL during a workout last week. Dwight Howard played in only 9 games last year due to a gluteal injury. The 33-year-old has played for the Lakers before, as well as the Magic, Rockets, Hawks, Hornets, and Wizards. I don't feel like the Laker experience went so well the first time Dwight Howard was there.
Bring him there. That'll be great. JaVale McGee is currently the only healthy center on their roster, so they could use Howard, who is still a serviceable center that averaged 16.6 points, 12.5 rebounds in 81 starts for the Hornets 2 seasons ago. But
I don't know if I believe it.
2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
Hey, when we come back, Kia Nurse is having a good season. Her team, and not so much. Highlights after the break. Kia Nurse and the Liberty taking on Phoenix. Nurse averaging 9 points over a 7-game losing streak. Third quarter, Nurse goes around the screen, This is the music that terrifies me because it feels like someone is chasing me. Nurse grabbing her elbow. She was seen on the bench by doctors and did return to the game where she knocks down a triple.
Yes, Kia.
Beats everyone up the floor, takes the pass for the lay-in. Nurse with 5 straight points down the corner. In the fourth, off a screen,
about 10 minutes ago,
Nurse knocks down the jumper. As Nurse finished with 9 points, the Liberty, they lose their 8th straight.
Remember Monet Davis, the phenom who pitched at the Little League World Series in 2014, quickly became a household name? Well, it's been 5 years since then, and we haven't seen a girl play in the tournament since. Enter Maddie Frecking, a 12-year-old from Minnesota who, after Pirates manager Clint Hurdle watched her pitch, he said, quote, "The last time I saw that much blonde hair throwing that hard, it was Syndergaard." Pretty nice little comparison. Virginia taking on Minnesota. Maddie Frecking called in to pitch out of a jam in the second inning. Bases loaded. And she gets the strikeout. I should mention she is usually the team's starting second baseman. Wildly talented, this young lady. Then with 2 away, Frecking showing off some fielding skills. Gets the out at home. Getting her team out of the bases loaded jam. Frecking in another bit of a jam in the following inning, though. She's going to make the smart play here. Turning, getting a lead runner at third. She strike out 1 and give up only 1 earned run, going 0 for 1 at the plate. Unfortunately for her team from Minnesota, they did lose 11-0.
Astros and A's, Zach Greinke looking for his 3rd straight win since joining Houston. He was perfect through 3. And then Marcus Semien jumps on 1. Hammers a 4-seamer. Beautiful day in Oakland. It's always sunny in Oakland. Houston looking to avoid dropping 6 straight games. After throwing just 25 pitches through 3, Greinke had 24 in the 4th. Alex Bregman already 2 for 2. 3-run shot. For the 2nd time in his young career, Bregman has 30 home runs. 3-1 Astros. Greinke back out in the 7th with a man on first. Induces the ground ball. Now Greinke hustling to cover first. Stretches to get the out. And Greinke acknowledges the heat on that throw from his shortstop. He went 7 strong, giving up just 4 hits with 6 strikeouts, and he picks up win number 200.
I don't think I've ever seen Zach Greinke smile. The White Sox and Angels, bottom 2, Matt Thaiss. I think it's going to go deep for his 6th home run of the year. That is a 3-run shot for him. Mike Trout, he was taking the day off, just enjoying the show from the dugout. Bottom 4, Eloy Jimenez. Drives 1 to center, Brian Goodwin. I'm guessing the sun got in his way, even though he's wearing shades. No idea where the ball is. That ends up being an RBI triple for Jimenez. Puts the White Sox on the board. Goodwin gets a chance at redemption in the 6th. Tries to get to James McCann's blooper.
Goodwin has to come racing.
No, not going to get that one either. Recovers, though, by throwing out John Jay at the plate. So not all is lost. LA, 12 games out of an AL wildcard spot. Bottom 7. Shohei Ohtani at the dish.
Out to center field.
And he belts this one 431 feet, a 2-run shot, his 16th jack of the season as the Angels win. His swing just doesn't look like it should be able to get out of the field.
7-1 Angels.
What happened to the Giants' D-backs?
He dropped it. Do you not listen?
Well, here's the thing. When producer Tim speaks, it's like it doesn't register because I just...
What, are you new?
No, I just ignore him.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess we'll never see these Giants D-backs highlights. They were really good. When we come back, controversy, the tricky triangle after another scary IndyCar crash.
All right, let's get to Week 10 in the CFL, which is in the books, and there's a lot of issues to sift through, so it is time once again to huddle up with Rod Smith and the CFL and TSN panel.
Once again, we ask you to bring it in, and huddle up as we talk about Week 10 in the CFL with Matt Dunnigan, Milt Stegall, and Henry Burris. And
I'm just keeping it to the west, Hank.
Okay, Hank, I can't believe I'm asking you this, but we have 2 Rod Smith
You
catches.
lobbied for this.
Which one was best? Was it Rodney Smith of the Argos this week, or somebody named Roderick Smith who did it this year? That was a few years ago near the parking lot at TSN. Who you got?
You know what? The Rodney Smith catch was outstanding, but Rod, your hands are just soft. Look at the soft hands and the touch, and just how you caught the ball. You maintained ball security and everything throughout the entire catch, and you completed the play and held on to the ball, so it was deemed to catch upstairs as well.
All about the landing, Hank. And Rod's landing was fantastic.
Rod, I love you to death, but there was no one around you. There were no defenders. Rod didn't have any defense. Easy, Rod. You don't have to worry about getting hit, nothing. I love you, Rod, but come on.
Run the game.
The real Rod.
Rodney Smith is fairly new to the CFL. If he sees this, he's... What? Are you serious? You know what? I'll tell you something serious. One of those Rod Smiths split his pants on that play. But I'm not going to tell you who.
I wonder who that was.
As we get ready to break.
Rod Smith is such a legend.
How have I never seen that Rod Smith?
I can't believe you haven't seen it. It's unbelievable. Here's a look at the schedule for Week 11. The CFL kicks off Friday night between the Bombers and the Eskimos. We have a double dip for you on Saturday, beginning with the Red Blacks and Riders. That's followed by the East Division leading Ticats taking on the Lions. Week 11 then wraps up Sunday with the Alouettes and the Argos. And get your dancing shoes on as we look back to the best and worst on Sunday in the Jannies. Jannies.
The Jannies, the summer edition. O's and Red Sox. Mitch Moreland bloops one between 3 Orioles. Sam Travis on his way home makes contact with O's catcher Chance Sisco. Oh, Sisco holding his shoulder. That's why Sisco fell down. He got run over. He stayed in the game.
Got clipped. Good to know. I feel better. Okay, a couple batters later, Xander Bogaerts. Foul ball hits Chance right in the Siscos. Rough inning for the catcher. He would leave the game after that. The shoulder, he'll stay in. But hit him at Young and Eglinton, and he's leading.
Sisco got it in the thong area. Giant ski backs, Kevin Pillar. Lines out to a leaping Eduardo Escobar. That's Eduardo Escobar.
But Pillar would get a little revenge.
Pillar on the run.
He's going to rob Jake Lamb.
Lunging.
Nice running catch. Takes a little tumble.
And
this is kind of easy on the scale of catches we've seen from Pillar, though. Low degree of difficulty.
Cards and Reds.
That was not an Oak Hills.
Wow.
Guys are having some fun dancing.
High school out on the west side of town.
Is that what they're doing?
That is Oak Hill Academy, I believe. Is the
Big Hulk Hogan fan in the middle.
Beer and heat does strange thing to a man.
Yes, it does. Before their game against the Pirates, some Cubs players, along with manager Joe Madden, joined some Little Leaguers sliding down a hill at the historic Bowman Field. This looks fun, but are you not concerned that one of your star athletes might hurt themselves?
Yeah, for sure.
It's the first thing I thought of.
You got $1 million athletes going down a hill on a cardboard box. Some Cubs fans having fun on the field, including Javi Baez. Look at that flip to get the out at second.
That's nice.
So cool that they play there.
This is my favorite thing of the day. Yasiel Puig also summoning his inner little leaguer. This from Saturday, Venezuela's Davis Ordonez went viral for crouching to the ground during his at-bat. Why not make that strike zone as small as possible? So Puig decided to pay homage as he crouched during his AB against the Yankees. That's great stuff. Just make it as small as possible.
Sox and Angels, Eloy Jimenez. This one, Jersey Mike's. If you ever find yourself at a Jersey Mike's, get the number 3 sub. That's a ham sub, delicious. Brian Goodwin tracking and losing it in the sub. In the sub.
Losing it in the ham sub.
Sneaking up from under the table?
They're all over the place. That is really close.
We got the highlight of the night coming up.
Coming up next. It is time for the worst play of the day. We head to single A baseball. This is Matt Watley. He's ejected for arguing balls and strikes. Tries to get in some more words from the dugout. Yeah, he's a little too busy yapping. Not so much looking where he's going. Right into the pole. How about that duster, though? Oh, one more time.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Look at their teammate's reaction in the bottom right corner. He's not concerned if he's okay. That's great stuff.
Highlight of the night, much better. We're going to Texas.
Just by how they
Jeff
play those
Mathis, fly ball to right, and it's Jake Cave.
Hustling in, and a great diving catch.
Diving backhanded grab by Jake Cave, who
What is it about Jake Cave exactly that you like
Just
the
a
name?
cool name.
Just the first name, last name, or the combination of the two?
Imagine introducing yourself. Who are you? I'm Jake Cave.
Okay.
You blew it. This is where we point out our errors. I blew it. It says here, I ignored producer Tim when he told me that he dropped the Giants D-backs pack.
That you did. I have a goal for the week. I'm going to try to avoid being in the "Yeah, blew it" segment altogether all week. It's a lofty goal.
No chance, because usually they just throw you under the bus for no reason.
You think so? I will argue my point.
Oh, you can always. It's an open court.
Okay, so you don't have to accept the "You blew it" nomination. You can argue against it.
Yeah. So you're here all week?
I'm here all week.
All right.
Get ready.
You look pretty excited.
I'm so jacked. What, are you new?
No, I just ignore him.